Welcome back to the Rock and Roll channel. And yes, this is actually not a college football talk right now. Shocking for me. But yeah, I apologize because I've been out of the loop a little wrestling. Stevie's been saying like, dude, I'm ready. Just let me know when. So it's on me that we haven't been doing the show for about a week or so. But I figured tonight was a good night on the heels of this past Friday. And the news today about time for Monday Night Raw. So, Steve, welcome back as always. Thanks for your patience with me. And the one thing I am up on, I'll start real quick and then you take over. AJ Lee's return. I'm old school when it comes to wrestling. You can hear all the rumors, but until that music hits and they come from out the curtain, it hasn't happened yet. Yeah, the AJ Lee, I mean, she even tweeted Becky Lynch, you better watch your back. I mean, you knew that angle was set up, but all you need is that 1% for it not to happen.
Yeah.
So her music hit. She showed how great she is still. I loved seeing her back. I don't think if Punk wasn't enjoying his time in WWE, she comes back. So this goes to show that he's been good to work with, and he likes being back there.
Yeah.
He would not want her to come back if he wasn't happy.
The one thing I liked about it more than anything else was just the look on his face when she was about to get that pop and see like how missed she is. I'm sure like every day he does a signing, he does a meet and greet, he does something. He is asked when this day was going to come, and he was just grinning ear to ear. It was just, you can tell how much he loves her and like just wanted to share that moment with her of like how much these people you really remember her. It's been 10 years.
Yeah. And it's cool that it was in the building that he returned in.
Yeah.
Punk stuff happens in Chicago, never. But what was cool was I came across a YouTube short last night, and what was cool was I guess they were headed back to the locker room after they did their thing. And John Cena's buddy Stu stopped her and sent her back to the ring.
There you go.
She could have more time with the fans. I guess they got the call from the back, like, enjoy this even more.
Yeah.
That's cool. I don't know how long they were in there after, but she was sent back. She goes, okay, and she went back.
I was really surprised that they came out. Like Triple H showed her signing a contract, and then they said it's a multi-year, full-time contract. You got to be thinking that she's going to be on whatever show Punk's on. She's going to be on the road.
She'll be on tonight.
I thought it was going to be the match, and then I thought it was going to be like sporadic, a Royal Rumble here. You know,
like a Nikki Bella schedule.
Tag somewhere down the road.
Yeah, like a Nikki Bella schedule or a Trish Stratus.
Really back.
Yeah. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I was saying like a Nikki Bella type schedule, a Trish Stratus type schedule.
Yeah.
Something like that. But he's there pretty much full time, so I guess she wants to be with him.
I keep waiting for him to disappear. I keep trying to give them a reason for him not to be
back, man. From injury.
A week?
Yeah, since he's come back from injury, he's been saying things I never thought I'd say. Reliable. Not that he didn't show up before, but I mean, he could have got the Brock Lesnar schedule, the John Cena schedule. He could have got that when he came back, the Randy Orton schedule.
Yeah.
He's enjoying it, I think.
I think he saw the writing on the wall that there's nothing else. I mean, he got ran out of AEW, and he got
TNA was a close thing that he almost went to.
Yeah, and if he didn't go back, if he blows it in WWE, like what's he gonna do? Go to TNA? Like there's nothing out there anymore. Like if he wants to wrestle, like this is where he's got to go, and he's got to play by the rules. And I think he's done it. I think he's shown that he wants to be a part of their future. He wants to be a part of their building blocks of success in NXT and creating the next superstars out there. I think he does everything right. I just think he's at a great place in his life. And now that he doesn't have to miss anybody at home and AJ is going to be on the road with him, I think it's going to make it even better.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's probably saying, I'll stick around longer now because she's here. But no, it's cool that she's back. She's one of the people we never thought we'd see again.
Yeah.
one of those rare times. She was always at that. Man, when she left wrestling, she left wrestling.
I only remember her run being a couple of years, 2, maybe 3 years.
Because you don't count her NXT time.
Show. She leaves after WrestleMania 31. And then she was gone for a long time before 31.
No, she did the FCW NXT stuff, obviously. The most we heard about her wrestling-wise after she left the company was her crazy list of demands as she did some indie shows. As far as money and accommodations. Basically, it was like 5 times the budget she wanted, probably. Yeah. That was it. I don't think she didn't do one match, she didn't do anything. She looks great. But yeah, it was just cool that she came back. I mean, trust me, it was floated around enough. That's why I think once a week we have it dedicated, or once a show we have it dedicated to Chris Jericho talk. But this to me fuels the fire even more. He's coming back.
Okay. I want to separate this from if we start diving into.
No, I don't. I'm meaning in the sense of, man, these rumors that start to come out.
Oh yeah.
There's some traction.
I want to talk about this now and not have it bleed into like WrestlePalooza when we talk about the actual scene. But do you think it muddies the water at all that they're revealing these relationships? Like, let's say 6 months, a year down the road, that Seth Rollins turns babyface. Does Becky Lynch, does she have to be a babyface? Or is it like, why is this the husband and wife team where one's a good guy, one's a bad girl? And then like with AJ Lee and CM Punk, like I dream CM Punk goes heel someday, but does that mean that AJ Lee has to become a heel as well?
Not to sound like I know everything, but I think that's a real simple answer. If they're in storylines together, yes. If they're doing their own things separately, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because I mean, they put them together.
Becky's floated both sides while Seth was doing his thing.
Was that horrible tag match with Baron Corbin and whatever that Southern Belle chick's name was. It was like 2019. They had a main event of a pay-per-view. It was a mixed tag, and it was bad. It was in the bad days of wrestling.
Yeah.
I can't remember what that chick's name is. But yeah, she didn't last long after that.
Right. So, yeah, I think if they're not involved in the same storyline, it doesn't matter. It's wrestling. We don't have to blur the lines. That's my opinion. Because Becky, there were times she was babyface when Seth was a big time heel.
Yeah.
It's just they weren't involved on TV together. So that's what I think now. You got a heck of a mixed tag match set up. And it was set up. It was so obvious. I'm not trying to say I knew it. And even a guy who hadn't been watching as much lately. But like I said, I'm not going to say, oh, I knew it. It was no surprise. No, until that music hits, you don't know. And
I thought maybe they were trying to fool some people. But if you remember on last week's Raw, the person that came to Punk and said, hey, you're wasting your time. Rollins already snuck into the arena. He's been here for a while. Maybe you need to go down to the ring and call him out, was Rhea Ripley. And I thought they were trying to like sort of confuse us that maybe Rhea Ripley was the one that was going to come out and help him with Becky and Seth.
That could have been a plan B if the AJ deal fell through. I'm sure they have a plan B and C if at the 12th hour she just doesn't agree to come back.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to have that plan. So yeah, absolutely. So yeah, moving on. You want to move on a little bit?
I'm good.
All right, man. AJ Lee talked for almost 10 minutes, but I'm glad she's back, man. Like, honestly, I don't care what kind of run she has. It's just cool to see her back. It's cool that Triple H is mending old wounds. That stuff. Yeah, he's not perfect. Nobody is, but there's some people we've seen back because of him that we wouldn't have seen. So I give him. I don't know if she left on bad terms.
I think it just happened.
It was abrupt.
She just happened to be married to the guy that the whole company was mad at. Like everybody in the office was blaming Punk for leaving.
Right, and she
heard that they were trying to use her to get back to him, like sending messages.
Wait, Vince McMahon can be petty?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. Of course,
big time.
Of course, and Triple H understands that because he can say, "Man, I was that person with the Click." I took
31 was a long. I can't even remember if Paige and AJ won that match.
It was a ladder match, right?
Won. What?
Yeah, it was 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was. But like it was.
That's the last time she was in a WWE ring, right?
I don't remember if she won her last match or not.
Yeah. And I remember when Paige and she had that thing, and I thought those matches were going to be epic, and they were horrible.
Yeah.
So you just never know. I mean, Becky Lynch could have a good match with a broomstick right now. But yeah, moving on. I got a text from you this morning. I appreciate you sending this to me. I don't know if I would have known otherwise. Not that I don't like wrestling or watch it. I'm just football season's a different animal for me.
This is good for us.
This is really good. Raw is going to start at 7 p.m. instead of 8 p.m. I love it. I love it.
An hour and 15-minute head start. So it gets you about halfway through Raw. Raw right now averages about 2.5 hours. You can really feel out of Raw, and if you're not feeling it, you can jump over to football.
Yeah.
And if it's touch and go, you can stay with wrestling and know that you're going to get into it probably before halftime. And I think that this is awesome. They should have done this a long time ago. This is probably another benefit to the Netflix deal.
Right. But my take on that also is absolutely Netflix has a lot more leverage, obviously, than a cable channel. But I'm sure there were times WWE thought about doing that in the past on USA, and they probably had a lot of issues with the sponsor and the network.
Oh, they're going to bump Chuck Norris and the
you can't bump that
Texas Ranger show that's on reruns.
You can't bump that, yeah. So just like Nitro, you couldn't bump In the Heat of the Night.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm sure with Netflix they have a lot more say. And
I bet you Netflix has looked into the numbers and noticed, like, hey, when we put Raw on in the afternoon, when we go out over to the countries, we still pull basically the same numbers. People are probably still watching at the same time. There are people still, going back and rewatching. It doesn't matter what time it's on, I bet. Moving it 1 hour is not
right. And for all you know, and I don't think it's the case because WWE doesn't like to play games. But obviously, different with Netflix now is maybe it's just a football season thing because of Monday Night Football.
Here is one negative that I just thought about. When Raw is on the West Coast and it's here in Sacramento, if I have to go to it, Raw starts. Well, the doors open at like 4 to 4:30, and Raw would start. Now if it's gonna start.
Before like when we were in Vegas.
You got to worry about kids getting out of school, people taking off work. I think that's where it's gonna hurt.
They don't care. They don't care. Come on, man.
Jimmy to Raw.
They had no problem when it started at 5 on the West Coast. 1 hour, like you said, is not going to make a difference to them.
There was a time I was debating, like, do I take the day off? Can I get there fast enough?
I mean, we met up in Vegas at like 1-something in the afternoon for Raw. Like,
we were on vacation. Like I wasn't.
Oh, I understand, but like
over there,
they don't care. They don't care, and the Raw's on this time zone much more than the West Coast. So yeah, I mean, you're just thinking from a rational, logical guy's got his priorities in place person. They don't think like that.
You should ask your buddy Sal, who lives here in Sacramento. Like ask him what he thinks about it, and I bet you he would kind of like, oh, wait a minute, hold up. Like I bet you might.
He was at the AEW when they were there. So who knows? Because as of now, AEW announced they're going to be 15 minutes from me.
There we go.
At the Hard Rock Hotel, but I don't think I can go. I have to do something that night. Yeah, and I'm like, that's a cool venue for a show. It's funny, like the wrestling fans I talked to, I saw yesterday at a sports bar, said to me, I said, AEW's coming. They go, and WWE lately, like they just 3 years ago when AEW came, everybody was so fired up here. Not quite the same.
I've noticed to jump to sort of like all out talk for Toronto.
Yeah, let's segue.
I know of 2 matches that are on that show.
What's that?
We're like 2 weeks away. I don't really know anything else they're saying.
Tony is very last minute, man. Like, get it together.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, man. I think the more important talk is WrestlePalooza.
Mm-hmm.
I the more I thought about it, I love the name.
Oh, there we
Can
go.
you talk about WrestlePalooza, what we know, what you think about it, man? Please, educate me
Okay,
too.
before we get into wrestling, let's just talk
Okay, sorry.
your help as a college football fan who
Okay,
watches a lot of college football.
yeah,
Because from a wrestling fan, I don't see ESPN pushing this ESPN direct-to-consumer app any other way than WWE. Like, we're gonna have to go out and sign up. It's gonna cost $30 a month.
yeah.
I don't think a lot of people are going to do it. I think a lot of people are either gonna just say, "I'm not watching the PLEs anymore. I'm gonna stream them online." I don't
Some
see
people might work that Hulu deal.
I don't see a lot. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm pretty sure.
They say if we're gonna do it, we might as well get the Disney app out of it. We
Yeah,
might as well
see if there's something out
more,
there.
get more bang for your buck that way.
But I don't see them pushing it. I don't know if there's more college football
They
games.
have pushed it on college football.
So like if you're watching college football, they're saying like go get the app. You can watch more.
I haven't seen it that much. Or ESPN is such a big deal with the conferences.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they probably have $1 billion invested in the SEC.
Oh,
So that has to work.
I asked them.
Paul Heyman said 10, 15 years ago, man, eventually ESPN is going to go stream only.
Yeah.
And then they can, yeah. I mean, listen, Vince started the trend with the network. Then all of a sudden you have this little company called Netflix do something. I think ESPN is going to follow that route. Whether it works or not to be determined. But yeah, they're starting to push it more. I think next season it's going to be a bigger deal because it just came out, that talk, like a couple weeks before the season.
Because I'm wondering if it's like make or break on WWE. They gave them a lot of money, and it seems like that's where they're pushing a lot of their subscribers. That's the only time I really hear them talking about it. And I see a lot of stuff online, and I think it's going to come down to like the 20th. And it's going to be, am I going to watch this or am I going to not? I think a lot of people that are saying they're not going to are going to sign up. They're going to find a way to do this, or they're just going to pay the $30. But
my friend John put this in the comment.
Oh,
I think it's for USF and I could be wrong. USF and their victory over Florida this past week. Shout out to the Bulls. That was an awesome win for USF, man. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I'm not sure. I'm not great with emojis when there's two together, and
I just think it's make or break. Like
with ESPN.
Yeah, I mean
that's one of the reasons I haven't watched much lately too. It is like I need like a notebook to watch this. I need to have to do this, do this. Yeah, I need that. I need you texting me the info. It seems like. I don't want to have to do that for wrestling, man. I grew up as a kid where you put on the channel and that was it. It's too much work.
The
off season I might take the time a little more because I'm more interested. Or Road to WrestleMania. I mean that WrestlePalooza show. I think they got some big things planned.
I think so. I think
it's just kind of hinted at it with expect some big returns.
I think it's gonna be WrestleMania. I think they're gonna get as much as they can.
I was just thinking that about a millisecond before you said that, and then I said I don't want to go that far. So I'm glad you said it. Do we know the card yet?
I got 5 matches.
Okay, I can always pull up.
I think 4 of them are straight up guaranteed to happen. One of them is probably going to get iced down tonight on Raw, but we've got Cena and Brock as our main event.
Yes,
and then we've got AJ and Punk versus Becky and Seth. Io versus Stephanie Vakir Women's Championship match.
It's funny on Wikipedia they only have 2 matches listed.
Yeah, Braun and Bronson versus the Usos, which should get put together tonight. I think that's why Jimmy came out and saved Jay at the end of Raw last week. I don't think anybody's ever ran from Jimmy Uso in their life, but all of a sudden he scared both of those guys off with a steel chair.
I like heel Steve there.
That's it.
That's awesome.
I so thought Jimmy Uso was going to get a push on SmackDown when Jay was like the #1 guy after he won the Rumble. I was okay with like Jimmy fighting for the United States Championship at WrestleMania, and he was just a guy that came out and hugged his brother. Like he was treated like Matt Hardy.
A payday for that. Probably got him on TV just to give him a payday.
This one's a question mark for me. I think they started putting this together 2 weeks ago, and it's going to be mainly revolving around if Cody Rhodes can get a day off, or they've just ruled it out and they've already going to go with it. But I got Drew McIntyre against Cody Rhodes / Randy Orton. He's going to fight one of them. Okay. It's just a matter of who's going to be there.
Got it. Yeah, Cody has to be on the card. To me, he's healthy.
Your average WWE pay-per-view is 5 matches. Every once in a while, they'll give you a 6th match. But I got these 5, and I think it's big, but I don't think it's big enough. That's the God-honest truth. And I don't know what to put on here to give it more beef. And I'm using the biggest names in WWE right now.
Okay. As a possibility, Triple H has said expects a big return.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my impression was, I thought, and trust me, not like I know from insight, my impression was Jericho's deal was ending in December.
Yeah.
Maybe it's over now. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Maybe he worked out a settlement with Tony. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Do you think he is the surprise return? I mean, especially with AJ back now. AJ would have fit that bill, but we would have known if it was Seth and Becky against CM Punk and a mystery woman.
Unless that deal is done and he's out, I think Tony is at a place right now, especially with this show, that Tony's not letting WWE have anything, no matter what it is. I mean,
he'll make Jericho. He'll pay Jericho for 3 more months before he lets him against. Yeah, that's true. That's a great point.
The last match I can remember Jericho having was against Bandito.
Yeah,
when he lost the ROH belt. That was a while ago.
Yeah, he has been eerily quiet. The only things you see on social media is maybe a Fozzy related thing or some of his horror stuff.
Yeah,
that's it. I mean, the one wrestling thing was that picture he put up on Twitter. I'm not saying I have a Chris Jericho watch on, but he's been past almost a year. I mean, this is the quietest I've seen him. I think it's for a reason. Like, knowing Chris, I think it's for a reason. And the only wrestling thing was that picture he put up on Twitter about that tour in Asia they did. With him, The Rock, Pat Patterson, the Dudleys. It was just very like Trish Stratus. I don't know if Trish was in it. Anyway, we talked about that picture. That's why I think I could see it. Because knowing Jericho, he'd be like, well, everybody thinks it's the Rumble and I'm coming back. At least let me do it when you don't think so.
I don't know any other way.
The Rumble?
Yeah. And
Rumble always a great time to return.
You know how it'll be like, have you ever been to a Rumble?
One.
Well, okay. Well, to me, I've been to 2, and I don't think I'm better than you. I don't know why I said I've been.
Fine, man. Show's over.
When you get there, especially now that there's 2 in one night, like the first few people, like you're like 10, 9, like you get your seat, you're cheering.
That's awesome.
And then once you get to the 20s, you're like, are we still doing that? Like, all right,
Which 2 were you at? You were at Punk Rock, right?
2002, and then I went to the one where The Rock won the championship and Cena won the Rumble before 29. I can't remember what year that was. And that to me, that was one of the best decisions I ever made. To go.
Great vlog.
That was awesome.
People go up, watch this vlog from 12 years ago.
Oh,
really good.
Like I think that like you give like Jericho his old school countdown to him coming out, and just for one guy, all of a sudden it just who it is.
And break the walls down.
Better.
And break the walls down.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. He'll probably want to come up to a Fozzy song. Because the thing was, back in the day, he had asked Vince to change his theme song, and Vince was like, you are synonymous with this song. Now Vince ain't there.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they'd be open to doing it his way. Yeah. But if Break the Walls.
They did. I mean, Cody's Cody and Jericho's Jericho. I'm not going to debate you on it, but
Stevie.
2 different levels of stars. But I mean, like, if Cody can go to them and be like, I want everything the same, my music, my look.
Yeah.
And be like, hey,
package you're buying.
I think Jericho can get it too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He wouldn't go back unless he was comfortable with the terms.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going back for the money.
Oh,
it's funny. I ran into our friend Omar yesterday.
Oh, no way. I'm gonna try his
Yeah, I saw Omar yesterday. He sends his best, and we talked wrestling for about 10 minutes because it was like right before his Giants started.
Yeah.
And he said the same thing as us about Jericho. Like, just give him his send off, give him his flowers, let him have that one last run that he deserves. And but yeah, he wanted me to send you his best. I didn't want to forget that.
Omar's the man. I think about him all the time. And tonight, when
Whoa.
Bears are playing the Vikings, I'm going to be doing the iPad trick while Raw's on. I
Okay.
don't know which way I'm going to go if I want.
Yeah, he said we're gonna try to get together one time, me and you, him and his buddy, and do like a preview show or something.
Let's go. Let's have tons of fun.
We're gonna try to set that up. We're in negotiations, Steve, with our people and their people. But yeah, he had the same take as Jericho and us, and we said, man, the more you hear about it, the more likely it is.
Yeah.
And everybody just assumes the Rumble. So Jericho might be his way of swerving people. It's because Jericho can say, man, I made my return to WWE on ESPN, and I helped start a new company right before that. Jericho loves to be the first to do certain things, or make an impact. No pun intended. I think that would be a cool one to say, like, yeah, man, my surprise return was on ESPN.
I can't wait for it. I mean, like,
yeah,
it's. I don't even need a long.
We've heard nothing.
Jericho. I just need.
We have not. We heard a date for the next cruise. We have had no information about booking the cruise. Now, the cruise is not scheduled till a year from this November.
Oh, shoot!
It's scheduled like for his birthday.
Oh, okay.
His birthday cruise. But the longer you delay that, the more you think, man, that cruise might not be happening. But as someone on there's a Facebook group and people have not been posting there for a while, which is great. But one person did say, man, are we ever going to have this cruise or hear anything? Or is it not going to happen? And somebody from the cruise responded and wrote, as far as we know, we're still sailing with Jericho, but as far as his future wrestling plans, we don't know that.
There you go.
So it was a good answer. He probably just had to lock in a date just in case. But yeah, so moving on, we talked about WrestlePalooza, AEW.
Darby Allin versus Jon Moxley, that in a coffin match. That was the first match that made me go like, I kind of want to see that night. Okay. Like, I was wondering what AEW was going to throw at the wall to make us care about, like.
Isn't that something else? Make you care when you're as big a fan as you were.
Oh, I know, but
I would love to see a YouTube live stream or a live TV, whatever. Him and Tony Khan in the same room, and have to just do a counterpoint where. Obviously, you don't want to give away how everything's done, but where Tony say, I do this for this reason. This is why you're wrong, Bully. And Bully said, no, because they don't like each other. I
get that.
But I don't think Bully, because he doesn't like them, rips AEW. If they do a good job, he will say that.
WWE when it's deserved. It's not like
old school. He's old school to the core. I understand he's technically a WWE guy now because he does the LFG show.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know if it's great that he's on Busted Open still, because he's on WWE TV. But I think he's so, like, I like that he'll flat out say it. I do. I just can't sit down and watch AEW these days. And when they first got started, man, I carried the flag for that company. What's your take on AEW lately, or what you've seen, what you've heard? I mean, maybe I'm being dramatic there.
I'll tell you the one thing that aggravates me more than anything when I watch people's YouTube videos. People are on this understanding that Tony Khan is going to let Edge, Adam Copeland, go to WWE to wrestle John Cena one more time. Those people would have ate up being a kid in the magazine era of the 80s when every magazine would come out with a dream card of WWE.
Remember Wrestling Illustrated?
What would happen if they happened to come to town and have a show? Like, I said it earlier, but I don't think Tony Khan would let anybody go to WWE if he had the inkling that he thought they wanted to go there. WWE is doing everything they can to accidentally promote shows, killing his business. Like AEW is going to take a huge, huge knock that day. I think that WrestlePalooza is going to be a bigger, better show. There are fans out there that are pro AEW that are going to still order that show.
Yeah.
The fringe fans that are in the middle, WWE is going to snag almost all of those.
And ESPN will draw in the casual fan more.
Yeah.
Now, which is huge. Because a casual fan, while they may not make sure to be in front of the wrestling TV, in front of the programming every week, they probably watch ESPN. A good portion of them. That's publicity you can't buy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how, but you know what I mean. It's like it's huge to be like that. So that's what, man, we're flying through this stuff. I kind of like it. We'll be ready for Raw then tonight. Man, I think tonight was a quick hitters kind of night. Anything on your mind, wrestling related? In general, anything, please.
Tonight's Raw, we're promising an Usos match. Not match. I apologize. We're promised an Usos promo. Probably they're gonna call out Braun and Bronson for a match. We're gonna get AJ Styles versus El Grande Americano, and then there was a women's match that I honestly forgot about. But when we leave here, one of my favorite things about Raw these days, and I've been asking people because it's been on for like, whatever, we're in like 7 or 8 months now. It's been on Netflix. When you turn it on, do you listen to like the waiting room, like the beats?
Like when they say 1 minute till show, 2 minutes.
Yeah, I love that. Each and every week, I make sure I'm here like 10 minutes early. I love that. I don't know what to call them, songs, beats, but it gets me pumped for that show.
Well, let me ask. I'm going to steal one of Omar's things that they do on their show that they have. I'm going to steal that off, and I'll give them the credit, but I'm stealing it now. I'm 99.9999% sure what your answer is going to be here, but I will still throw it out to you because it's good for the show.
Yeah.
You can go to one show. You have enough to buy a ticket to one show. Everything else, whatever. Everything. You can afford one show. They're both in the same night. You have to go to one. Are you going to AEW in Toronto, or are you going to WrestlePalooza?
I'm going to WrestlePalooza.
There you go.
They're throwing up FTR against Edge and Christian. That's just, there's they're going to tag up for the first time. It's probably going to be a really good match. Edge has been a fan of FTR for a really long time. One of the reasons why I started watching them in NXT is because Edge mentioned them on the Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast a long time ago. That was the first time I ever started hearing.
I knew about them from before.
Ashley Wheeler. I remember he called them out, and I was like, "Who? What?" Like, they barely had any matches, and they just talked about them being like the new Brain Busters and just bringing back classic tag team wrestling. And I'm like, I am in. I am already a fan. Yeah. But like this Darby Allin versus John Moxley match, that kind of made me go like, oh, I want to see that.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the hell the Young Bucks are doing. I don't know who Hangman's even feuding with. Their injured list is getting pretty long right now. Yeah. I don't know what kind of show they can build. I almost wonder if they're kind of like, we're going to have a show, but we're going to kind of punt it because we know we're getting our ass kicked.
You can't do that in Toronto because it's a very vocal crowd. You're in the wrong city to be doing that. If you do that.
How many people do you think?
And you're asking people to pay $40 for a show? You can't take that attitude.
Okay. If when I ask you this question, you're going to think I'm crazy. But I'm not asking about everybody. I'm not asking if the arena is going to be empty. I'm asking if one person. Do you think one person that bought a ticket to All In is changing their mind to stay home and watch WWE instead?
That's subjective question because there could be many reasons why they don't end up not going.
Do you think that one person is doing it because of WWE? I think so too. This
because this John Cena's farewell tour has been done so well done.
Yeah.
He makes you want to tune in just to see him on a SmackDown talk. just to do something there. They've done it so well. So absolutely, I think that absolutely.
We got on the John Cena tour. We had announced dates that he's going to be at Madison Square Garden one more time. I believe that's a Monday Night Raw. They're going to do a Monday Night Raw in Boston. I wouldn't be surprised if Cena wrestles on that Boston show. A lot like how we were surprised he wrestled on the Chicago show against Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Even
and,
disqualification.
Didn't he also do it in like Toledo or somewhere?
Did he have like a mixed tag or something like that? Didn't he have a tag?
Yeah.
But I think he wrestles on both of those shows. I see more from him. But Saturday night's main event, it's December. I'm throwing out 13, but I'm not 100% sure.
Right.
People are saying now it's going to be coming Washington, D.C. It's not going to be a Boston home show. That's going to be a big one. And I heard, I don't want to call it a rumor because they were just talking. And I don't know if it could happen, but I think it might be the best match that could be Cena's farewell match. And that was Kurt Angle. Could Cena get Kurt through one more match? It's going to give him like a bookend. He came in against Kurt.
And left against Kurt.
And it's going to erase whatever that WrestleMania 35 Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin.
Yeah, I can see that. Or I know you will never believe The Rock's coming back anymore, and I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I think that kind of also bookends the final boss with Cena turning.
I mean, I'm not, until I see Angle on my TV call out Cena for the match, or at least the music goes on, I'm not going to believe it. But I thought about it for a few minutes, and I thought, man, this really does make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And Kurt's.
What if he just shows up like he did that night and go ruthless aggression and slap him?
Kurt's had a hell of a career.
Yeah.
He's banged up. He's done this. He's done that. If anybody could get anybody through a match, I think it's Cena.
Yeah.
And
I think it's R-Truth, and they're going to redo Capital Punishment. I'm sorry.
That was the first thing I thought of when they said wow. But I really don't know who could be the last.
I don't either. I'm just gonna sit back and watch. Most likely, because you got to do it right, and you're also doing it in a quiet time of the year, wrestling wise.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a chance to really knock it out of the park.
Yeah,
and set you up so well for the Rumble.
Oh
no, it's in Saudi. We'll talk about that another time. But man, this was fun, man. I don't have nothing else wrestling wise to think of or talk about. Do you?
I think we're pretty good. I think
we hit the quick hitter important stuff.
Yeah.
Because Raw is about to start. I'm actually gonna try to watch it. You got me excited to watch tonight. I want to see AJ tonight too on it.
Yeah.
She's been announced that she'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
So Steve, thank you so much. Anything in closing you want to add? Any thoughts? Anything?
Long live the Judgment Day. That's it right there.
Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. And if you're watching this after, just drop some comments in on what you think about wrestling these days. All right, Steve. Thank you so much, man.
Oh, awesome. Anytime.